Welcome back, guys, to BoxminingAI, and this video is really about getting OpenCloud to work really well for you. So I think this is almost going to be a weekly session for us because over the weekend, what we do is we ask our clouds to do a bunch of tasks. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but at the end of the day, what we want to do is we want to share with you guys what really worked well so we can get that to improve your life.
Yes, certainly every week we have seen improvements on the big problems that we've run across.
Yes.
And we just want to share it with you guys.
Yeah, so this will be more a show and tell video for you guys about how these things are going. So I'm not sure if you guys know, but we actually set up our claws a little bit differently. So Ron's got Jump Street, he's got Jeff here, and Jeff is running on the Minimax 2.5 model.
Yes.
So this is a more affordable model, 95% discount from Opus 4.6. And me, I'm the lucky one with Stark here, and Stark here has Opus 4.6 running on him.
Yeah.
So yet again, we want to do a comparison and show you guys some tricks to get things working. Today, I want to focus on one topic, which is the dumb zone. Okay?
Yeah.
This is I think this is an interesting topic because you raise your eyes on this because our agents can't enter the dumb zone. This is a zone where it thinks and we think that it's doing well, and it can suddenly drop IQ. Right? This is like working with I guess me. My old boss complained that like sometimes I'm hyper intelligent and sometimes I become super dumb, and it's the same person. But why is this guy so dumb? Right? And this will happen to your AI as well, especially when the context. We have a very important video on that when the context fills up. So we made a bunch of videos, but we want to really highlight and just kind of get you guys on board. But there are zones after the context fills up where your AI just becomes stupid. Yeah. It doesn't use the tools it should use. Yeah. It forgets everything. It tells you to walk to a car wash. Yeah. that's when you know you're in a dumb zone. So how do we avoid that? And let's look at some real case examples. So Ron, how was your weekend? Like, what did your bot do during your weekend? I saw you doing some news reports and stuff.
Oh yeah, so for Jeff, I literally scrub everything in the soul.md file. So I learned that you really want to limit your soul.md to 15 to 30 lines maximum. Like, if you have around 100 lines already on your soul.md file, it's not a good look.
Okay. Or before that, so I guess the end result is that you got good results.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So I think you're jumping into the meat. Okay. TLDR is that you're getting Jeff to deliver you some daily news updates. We'll start off with that daily news updates. And he wasn't delivering them well before.
It didn't do well before. It just randomly fetched 6 news that have no coherence, because I like coherence when I read news. I want to know, what does this news have to relate to this news? Like, are they connected at all?
Right. So these are our agents to save time. Yeah. Read the news for us, but it was giving you slop before.
It was giving you slop. Yeah.
The literal slop. And yet again, we don't like slop. None of us like slop. Okay. But and one of the ways we talked about reducing slop was to change its soul. Right. To change its soul, so it's very streamlined. And then I just asked your Jeff bot. That's it.
That's it. Literally. If you look at my MD file, it's only like 28 lines. Right. That's it.
That's all you have to do.
The default Soul MD file that they gave us actually is longer than this, but it's the same. So literally, it's just condensing, having as few characters as possible, and that's the default. Right.
You've come far, my friend. You've come far. To get your bot to work, you have come very far. Yeah. Because some people were saying is that the more context the AI has, which you think should be good, right? You think it should be good because you were telling him your life story. You started off, and I was like, "Hey, Ron, that's stupid." And then
I know.
But you continue 1 hour later, your life story, where you live.
Because it was fun, right? Like,
it was fun chatting with your bot, right?
Yeah,
exactly. Someone finally listened to you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna ask, but now you change your philosophy to just the bare minimum what your soul is. So this is kind of like you cut everything you need, but now Jeff is performing better. You
Yep.
would say better or worse?
Much better, much more focus. I just want to start small. Let's see if you can give me the news and the research I need. That's it, right? And then if you actually nail that part, then we can like expand more. So
Does Jeff have skills?
Jeff only has news related skills. So web search.
So I'm digging through your.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm digging through your bot.
I'm curious. And I would like, whenever you ask these type of questions, I would like it to be as consistent as possible to every single day for sanity checks, right?
Right. So I guess you evolve your bot, and this is something that we're working on the cat channel. It's not just about one person presenting, but about getting people, for you to really actually complete your daily research, what you need. Oh, you still have a lot in there. You have Discord player. you have a Spotify.
Wait, what the? I have Spotify.
You have Spotify. You have weather. So something that I was watching recently is that for cheaper models, especially, you only really want them to have 7 to 10 skills. That's kind of like the sweet spot, because anytime they use more and more skills, they're going to get dumber and dumber. So part of avoiding the dumb zone, I think you did number one thing here, which is keep your soul very, very tight. Very, very tight. I can see literally just like 6 lines in your soul, right? And that's giving you better results. And then your tools, I think you weren't aware of this, but you actually have a lot of tools here, which you probably, if you don't need GitHub, why would it have it there?
Because these are the recommended skill installs when you first onboard.
Right.
So
and
those count as well.
Those count as well. So this is something that I realized too, where a lot of these tools that are skills that you added in the installation process, right? They can, and we watched this video on this. I showed you the video about this, where they have a lot of JSON communication. So say, for example, maybe it's your Spotify, and maybe Jeff is trying to make a music list for you. But in the process of making that music list for you, unfortunately, it's going to encounter a lot of like song titles, lyrics, and you're filling up your context with a bunch of songs. As much as I want it to listen to Katy Perry all day, I don't want him to be referencing that when he's working.
I see.
Right. So I think that's the next step that I will do here, is just to see what you need and don't need. Right. And this is something that we've been focusing across the company, where we have agents. I mean, we named it with funny names or whatnot, but at the end of the day, we want agents that are hyper specialized in one task and doing that task well, rather than have a general purpose agents. I know it sounds very tempting to get general purpose agents and then there's agents to manage everything. We'll get onto that. But the way that we're structuring things now is that we have hyper specialized agents. This guy can produce really good reports, maybe not so good at the weather, right? But he's got really good reports, right? I mean, that's all that matters, right? So they're getting there. So I think that's my next step for Jeff here, especially because Jeff is working on Minimax 2.5. Minimax, we had a comment from Note from our channel, and he's absolutely right in this, in that once you loaded more than 40% of the context for Minimax, he starts becoming really stupid.
That's in the dumb zone.
So it's mini. It's not max at all. It ain't max. He ain't maxing. Okay, he ain't maxing after a while. So I think that's number one priority for you here. So we'll take a little look at Stark as well. So I think Stark is a little bit harder to look at without revealing everything that I'm doing, but Stark had a few communication problems over the weekend. I have to say this, but that's very specific to me, where the way I set him up, I didn't have enough backup LLMs for him to use, but he did provide a daily briefing, and I do want to highlight this daily briefing, which is pretty cool, where he did a market snapshot of crypto, obviously, and then of course the US, and I think that makes sense, right? He even though it was crypto focused and it was AI focused, yet again, world politics seems to be interfering with everything that we're doing. So yet again, he just, he put that as the first slide, which I do agree with. He did surprise me. He's like, I thought we were talking about, crypto, but the bot made its own decision and say, you know what,
like the initiative.
I like the initiative. All right, then shadow flows, I think it was another topic. Then he actually went to Toggle Apple, which, yet again, I didn't ask for this. But I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
So, the other video I watched this weekend was about intent, right? Because Stark knows the intent of what we're trying to cover, and he realized, okay, look, apparently selling Apple products was a top intent, right? But I am interested in this, okay? I'm not gonna roast him for this. I feel like the MWC was a intent, and he was at least you were. At least I guess he was, well-rounded. It didn't seem like an Apple ad, okay? At least he talked about MWC 2026, okay? So that was interesting to me, okay? At least for me, because I play around with phones, I experiment with phones a lot, so this was kind of cool. AI Roundup.
But that's really what I like from news. Like, that's ideally what I would want from Jeff, is to surprise me with news that I'm not aware of, right? That's really a key
indicator that it's doing well. Right. I'm completing your sentences. It's scary. But so I think the surprise me tactic works well. Stark didn't really go and generate with his sub agents the art for this, which was surprising to me. So I kind of instructed Stark to be very focused on producing these presentations, and I think that's something that I will refine on with this. I do find this very useful. Like, it was interesting in the useful sort of way, where he presented information that he thought I would be interested in, and he gathered a lot of sources. I think this is quite core, right? Because we set him up with the ability to search on X, the ability to browse web pages. So he used all these to produce this presentation, which I find useful. That being said, it looks like crap. So,
I think it's fine. It would have been really nice with the art.
I said go use Remotion. I told him, go use Remotion. Go make animations. Go forth and prosper. He didn't go forth and prosper. He stuck with the safe stuff. So I think that's okay. But I'll remind him kindly. Hey, look, you use Remotion. But I really want to. The next phase I will do is I will really want to look at the presentation skills, because this is I told him to write this as a skill. I want to make sure that's refined as well. I think this is kind of cool what to watch this week. So he's starting to understand that he needs news. And yet again, I feel like this was not in the slides last week. He's taking his own initiative to say, hey, what to watch out for this week. And, here's something. So I actually found his initiative was quite good.
Yes.
So anyways, I think that kind of summarizes our experiences running this. I don't want the video to run too long. But we will have updates as well. If you guys have any topics you want to cover, how to make OpenCloud better, tell us. We covered the core topics. I think in terms of the core videos you want to highlight, the sub agents and cron jobs. These are two latest videos that we're out, and I find these are two long-standing topics you really want to look at. Who's this from, by the way? Did you change to a girl?
That's me.
Sure. Okay, cool. But anyways, with that, guys, I think that summarizes how we're using OpenCloud, how we can get it a little bit better. To summarize, two key aspects. One that you did very successfully, which is to reduce his soul.
Yes.
Right? His soul doesn't need to care about, when you wash your hands or something like that. But his soul is really dedicated on the task at hand, which is to produce a presentation for you.
Yes.
On my side, I think refining that skill is important. I think the results are great. The surprise that I got was great. But I think I would say, hey, look, probably showing me his steps, then we can kind of fine-tune the presentation will be good.
Definitely.
That's the TLDR. But the whole idea, and I think we'll cover this in a future video, is about this dumb zone, where you don't want your AIs to be in that dumb zone, and we want to constantly, whenever they're doing a task, they're doing it smartly. So with that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Peace out. Peace.